Hey, welcome back. So glad to have you here waking up with us on this Sunday morning. Well, Lake Washington's east side, one of the fastest growing areas in our state, of course, but these booming communities are also home to some of the most beautiful hikes and trails that nature has to offer. Joining us live this morning, award-winning author and outdoors writer, Craig Romano. Craig, so glad to have you here with us.
Thanks for having me here, Omar.
Yeah, and this is your new book here, Urban Trails Eastside. And really, you told me the whole goal is to get people outdoors and enjoying their backyards. Tell me about it.
Yeah, especially now as we're going into the winter weather. Hiking never ends. The hiking season never ends. And what's great about things in our backyard is that we have trails that are close to the city, something to do after work. We can just get out and not worry about driving 2 hours to Mount Rainier or Olympic National Park. So it's perfect. Yeah.
And that guidebook has so many pictures inside. We want to share some of those pictures here with you this morning. That's the cover of the book, but some beautiful hikes. Take me to some of the highlights. What are some of your favorites, and what's the best part about these hikes?
Oh, yeah. So this is just a picture of me and my son doing our research. This is in the Redmond watershed. Wonderful park. It's just one of the quieter parks in Redmond, great for trail running. This is the in Kirkland on the waterfront, Juanita Bay, beautiful for winter sunsets. This was shot late in the fall. You can see the Seattle skyline. This is the lake-to-lake greenbelt in Bellevue. Again, you're going between two major lakes and two minor lakes. There's old farms, really beautiful area. In North Bend, of course, it's surrounded by big mountains, but in the valley, there's wonderful parks also, like the Meadowbrook Farm, a historic farm, and a wintering spot for elk. Rattlesnake Ledge, very, very popular. A lot of people in the area know about it, but go beyond the first ledge. There's 2 more ledges. This is from the upper ledge, and do the whole traverse. So it's 10 miles. The Snoqualmie Valley Trail is 28 miles long through a rural section of King County. Just absolutely beautiful if you want to see what the area used to look like. And in the Issaquah Alps, 25,000 acres of forest, 60 miles of trails and tiger. Try some of the less hiked trails. So there's plenty of trails to check out that are off the beaten path.
And Craig, you were telling me that your book has some helpful tips for everyone. What are some of those things that people are going to find in your book that, hey, they might not know already, or that they need to know when they go on these hikes?
Well, I mean, things like just getting there. And if you don't have a car, what's great about the urban trails, I'm going to tell you the bus stops, how to get there, and maybe even light rail on some of them, like in my Seattle book. The hours of the parks. Can you bring your dog? Is it dog friendly? Is it kid friendly? Paved trails, so for jogging strollers, wheelchairs, so the accessibility of the trails. And then, of course, what you're going to see, the cultural, historical, natural highlights of each trail. Yeah.
Perfect. All that packed here right in this book for you. And really quickly here, before I go, what are some of the things as an outdoor expert that makes a good trail in your opinion?
Yeah, it's funny. I was thinking about that question. There's no such thing as a bad trail, which is not true. I've been on some bad trails. But for me, I mean, just the design of the trail itself, it's got to be inviting. You want to see the trail and say, I want to go down that trail. And it should be well designed and just incorporate the best of the area, whether it's the natural beauty or the cultural, the historic, just really incorporating all those aspects and just saying, hey, come down this trail and you're going to have a wonderful experience.
And those pictures show us exactly everything that we need to know. And for that and all the other information, you can pick up this book right here. All the details you need to know about the east side and all the beautiful trails our area has to offer. And so, speaking of some good trails, let's go get a check with Grace. She just went to Rattlesnake this past week.
Yeah, I know, I did. It was absolutely beautiful once you get to the top, and be sure to pack a really good lunch so you can enjoy that once you get to the top, right?